Maliss and Ryzeal are the most anticipated decks coming out in crossover breakers. Maliss is a Cyber's Link strategy that revolves around the Banished Zone. Maliss is based on the tale of Alice in Wonderland, and the Banished pile acts as the underworld that Alice fell into. With this deck, you're aiming to Link climb by combining their powerful effects, along with the utility of the Link card pool. Maliss's disruptions are in the form of banishing your opponent's cards. Ryzeal is an Exceed-based strategy that revolves around the rank 4 toolbox. Their boss monster is very similar to Zodiac Trident, in that it can destroy cards on the field, but without the once per turn clause. As Exceed monsters have been out for more than a decade, there are plenty of options in the rank 4 toolbox that can swing the game in your favor. The question that everyone's been asking, can these decks finally overcome the hold that Snake Eye and its sinful spoils have had on the Yu-Gi-Oh metagame? That's what we're about to find out now with this Maliss deck profile. For the monsters, I play 3 copies of Chessy Cat. This card allows you to dig deeper into your deck by banishing Maliss monsters from your hand. Then I play 3 copies of White Rabbit. This one allows you to set your Maliss traps from your deck. And for the last Maliss monster, I play 3 copies of Dormouse, arguably the best starter in the Maliss deck. Then I play 1 Mathmech Sigma and 1 Dotscaper for the Cyber's extenders. You can search these in your combo or with Silent Mining to extend your plays. And Dotscaper allows you to do some nifty plays when you get Artifact Lanciad. For the spells, 3 copies of Malice in Underground. This is the field spell of the deck. And this is yet another starter card for your engine. Along with that, I play 1 copy of Terraforming to search it out. 3 copies of Silent Mining to search for any of your Cyber's monsters. And 1 Pot of Prosperity. Then I play 1 each of the 3 Maliss trap cards. They all have their niche uses, but I could see myself cutting down on one of them, particularly when I go second, post side. And for the non-engine, I decided to go with Handtraps. 3 copies of Dimension Shifter, 3 copies of Nibiru the Primal Being, 3 copies of Mulsharmi Perulia. As I expect Kashtira Fiendsmith and Ryzeal to be popular decks, I decided to main deck Perulia instead of main decking Fuvalos. Instead, I have this card in my side deck for games 2 and game 3 when we play against the combo-centric decks. If the meta changes, I could see myself swapping this out, but at least for Kashtira versions and Ryzeal, this card is very good. 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence, and 3 copies of Dominus Impulse. Impulse is not the best against the Ryzeal deck. You could catch them off guard by using Nibiru and chaining Impulse to their plugin when they attempt to summon back a monster and attach to their Exceed monster. But other than that, the Impulse is not the best against the Ryzeal deck, but it's really good against all the Fiendsmith variants as well as Snake Eye. For the extra deck, I play 1 copy of Link Devotee, 1 copy of Link Disciple, 1 copy of Link Spider, 1 copy of Link Decoder, 1 copy of Haggard Lizardos, 1 copy of Cyber's Wicked, 1 copy of Splash Mage, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 SP Little Knight, 1 Maliss White Binder, 1 Maliss Red Ransom, 1 Maliss Heart Scripter, 1 Firewall Dragon, and 1 Firewall Dragon Terahertz to send the Save Worm with its effect. And for the side deck, I played the 3 aforementioned copies of Fuvalos for the combo decks. I could see myself maining the Bestial package, but right now it's in my side deck of 1 copy of Baldrake, 1 Magnamut, and 1 Druid's Worm. 1 copy of Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 copy of Call by the Grave, 3 copies of Triple Tactics Thrust, 2 copies of Dimensional Barrier, and 1 different Dimension Ground. And for the last side deck card, I have 1 copy of Lina, the Light Charmer. The reason why I play Lina, specifically in my side deck, is for when you get Lanciad post side for the mirror match. If you can get to Dotscaper, you can make Link Disciple and then a Link Devotee, tribute it off to cycle a card, and then make Lina. Using Lina's effect, you can summon Lancia from your opponent's graveyard to your field, and then Lancia them in their turn, so you can turn skip them back with their own Lancia. This really depends on how prevalent the mirror match and Lancia is going to be, but it's something to think about. Other options I had to play was 1 copy of Zeus with 1 copy of Talents. If I were to side in these against the Ryzeal deck, I could take their Exceed and make a Zeus through their Lancia. Again, also something to think about if you were to side Thrust going second versus Ryzeal.